If you don't feel confident about your pronunciation, your fluency, or your listening skills, then you found the right video. Because in this video, we practice accent reduction, pronunciation, and intonation with real people who are learning English along with you. So watch us, join us, and improve your American accent with these videos. Now, this is a very unique channel. So make sure that you subscribe and give me a thumbs up to help me out. It's really hard to get noticed on YouTube these days. And stick around because we practice for hours every day, improving our accent, improving our fluency, and improving our vocabulary and listening comprehension. Stay right here and practice English with us. Great. Alex, have you
So
ever seen this phrase before? Leave well enough alone.
Leave well enough alone. It's like me. Leave me alone. Like
No, actually, it means. Can you read the definition? What does it say on the screen?
just give me a second. Just oh, this phrase means to not interfere with some things that is already good enough to avoid causing problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
that's a very common expression, by the way. Pachu, have you seen that before? Leave well enough alone.
Never
mm,
came across this.
Never. Okay.
no, sir.
Well, that's it's good that we're talking about it because you'll hear that all the time.
Mhm.
That means like don't bother it. Don't if you change this or try to do something with this, it will cause problems. Just leave it like it. It's fine the way it is. It's already good.
Yes,
It's already okay.
sir.
Don't touch it.
Just I want to say few words, sir.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So a few days ago, I just watched news on television,
Mm-hmm.
and the fire was in California. So it was very devastating. And yes, so is there anyone um, who are relative in that area or any friends who have got injured or his properties has been lost?
Actually, my very good friend lives right there in that area, and she's going to Asia next month, and she's asked me to go to Los Angeles to take care of her animals. So in a few weeks, I'm going to Los Angeles, right to that very place, to take care of her animals while she's gone for a month. I'll still do the videos from her house, but yes, she's okay. But she lives right there. She lives exactly there. But thank goodness
Mm,
everything is okay. But I'm going to see it in a few weeks. I'm going to be there in a few weeks.
okay,
But
sir.
she's okay though. All right. I'm just going to. I'm just thinking. But thank you for asking, Pachu. Let's see. Let sleeping dogs lie. And here, these are two more expressions that are pretty common. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Wait, let me. Have you seen these expressions before, Alex or Pachu? Let sleeping dogs lie, or if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Neighbor, sir.
What? Maybe you don't. I talked about that one while we were doing the story. Let sleeping dogs lie. But do you think, Alex? Do you think if you read "if it ain't broke, don't fix it," what does that mean?
I know this expression. You know that expression. I know that. If it's not broken, don't fix it. If thing is okay, just leave it as it is.
Yeah, and you
But
type.
let sleep dog lie.
Mhm.
Sorry, I think I might heard this one before, but I can't remember. It's not very famous, like you know.
I think it is. I use it. I've used it before. Kave says, "Don't rock the boat." It is similar to "Don't rock the boat." We could even put that one up there. It's very similar. Have you seen that one before? "Don't rock the boat." These all sort of mean the same thing.
No, sir.
Oh, so can you guess what does that mean, Pachu? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So in broke, don't fix it. So it is already in okay position.
Yeah, it's already okay, so don't touch it. Leave it alone. Don't don't cause problems by trying to fix something that isn't broken.
Yes,
Does
yes,
that make sense?
yes,
What do you think that expression "let sleeping dogs lie"? What if there's a dog and it's sleeping and then you disturb the dog? What could happen to you?
yes. So wake up.
What if it's a bad dog? It could attack you, right?
Yes, attack. Yeah.
So do you understand that expression "let sleeping dogs lie"? It means don't wake up the dog, maybe the dog will attack you.
Yes, yeah. The dog attack you.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
And do you see how it's similar to if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
Yeah, it is okay.
Yeah, like don't touch it. It's fine the way it is. Don't start if you start doing something to it, you're going to make more problems. Does that make sense, Alex?
Yes.
Do you understand the idea?
Yes, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. So
And
yeah,
what about don't rock the boat? Kave gave us that one. Have you seen that before?
yeah, yeah, I saw that a few times. Yeah.
Have you seen that Pachu rocking the boat?
No, actually, no.
What does rocking mean?
Yeah, it's similar to ride the boat.
Let's see. Small.
Not just to move the boat to different directions and everything.
Pachu, have you ever
So
been like what, Alex?
like swing, like move the boat in a different direction.
That's right. Pachu, have you ever been in a little boat before? Let me.
Yes, but I scared.
Uh huh. Why were you
But
scared?
no, because I think this is not the safe.
Well, you
Yeah, people.
people what?
Yeah, I went last year in nearby lake, and one of guys rode us on the boat. We have three families
Mm-hmm.
in total. So I was very afraid because yeah, he was running very speed the boat, and so I was very
You're
yeah, I was very nervous.
well.
Yeah,
Was it a big boat or a little boat?
yeah, the same as picture in the picture.
Okay.
Yeah, it is same.
What happens if somebody stands up? Everybody's sitting, but if somebody stands up, maybe the boat will start moving like this, right?
Yes, yes,
That's rocking the boat.
yes. I see in the movies. People yeah, mm, rock the boat in the same just up and down, up and down, up and down. So scary.
Yeah. So if everybody sits still, if nobody moves, you're okay. But if somebody stands up, then the boat will start moving. Don't rock the boat. Don't cause problems when there's no problem. Do you understand the expression "don't rock the boat"? Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, clear.
All right. So these are all the same. We have let. And by the way, okay, I'm sure you've seen "ain't" before. It's not necessarily considered correct to say, but this is kind of a funny expression. So you usually would use the word "ain't." It sounds funnier if you use the word "ain't" here. So don't correct it and say if it isn't broke, don't fix it. The expression is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That sounds very natural to say it that way. Okay. Alex, can you read number one, our first example? What does it say?
Can you please scroll down a bit? Because we're in that, yeah, example three now. Just can scroll down, please. Yeah.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't change the don't change the recipe. It's perfect. Leave well enough alone.
Okay. What is a recipe?
A recipe. Oh, I'm very familiar with that.
You've-
A food recipe, like making a cake or something like that.
So Alex does
Food. Yeah.
does computer science, accounting, and now cooking also. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, but by the way, there is a very good recipe for avocado cake. If you just look it
A-
up, it's a lovely one. I'm good.
Avocado what?
Avocado cake.
Avocado cake? Really?
Yeah, just look it up. It's a lovely one. Yeah, I'm going to have it Saturday or Sunday. Yeah,
Oh, that's so weird.
It's
Wait, let's look it up.
no, it's a lovely one. Yeah, you will love it.
Avocado cake. I've never heard of that in my life. Pachu, did you ever
Just
have
look it
avocado?
up.
Mm, avocado. Can you
Avocado.
say the
Here's
picture,
a
sir?
here's an avocado. It's not something. It's become a very popular thing, but I don't think it's something that you would. Avocados are from Mexico, actually, where I am.
Hmm.
That's where
Hmm.
they're originally. Here's an. Oh, I'm just trying to find a picture of an avocado.
You have it here, avocado cake here.
But this is an avocado. Did you ever have an avocado, Pachu? I don't know if they would have those in Nepal, but they're very popular around the world now. So maybe.
Mhm.
Tasted, sir?
Have you? Do you see that? Do you see the avocado?
Yes, I see.
Is
Yeah.
that? Do you have that in Nepal?
So I have never tasted, sir.
Yeah, you've never tried it. Yeah, I'm not. It's not my favorite,
Mm.
actually. Avocados. I can have it sometimes, but I can't do it all the time. Okay, let's see. So when are you making your avocado cake, Alex?
Maybe Sunday or Saturday. Maybe Sunday. Sure, sure, Sunday.
You have to tell us how it is.
Oh, no, I can tell you now. I have.
Hmm.
I had it many times before. Actually, like delicious, delicious.
I'm curious. I don't know. I'm not sure if I would like it or not.
Look it up. Look it up. Look to the ingredients first, and then
Hmm.
then you'll be able to decide.
Okay. So Pachu, can you read the first part? Don't change the recipe. Read those words.
Don't change the recipe. It's perfect.
Okay,
Live well
just
and
just up to recipe. Say that again. Don't change.
uh, don't change the recipe. It's perfect.
Okay, that word change. Do you hear the vowel sound in there? Change. Is that a big long sound or is that very small?
Is a change. Is
Yeah.
a long.
So it's really important because you're saying don't change the recipe, and I don't even hear the word change in that because it's got to be very big. Can you say it again?
Don't change the recipe.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Okay. Now, in that phrase, don't change the recipe. What are the important words?
So is uh, change the recipe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in that word recipe, there are two syllables. Which syllable is big? Recipe. Oh, three syllables.
Res.
Recipe.
Res.
Res. Okay, so we'll make that big. Can you say this phrase again? But make sure that when you say it, these are the two big sounds. The other sounds can be small, but these two sounds must be very big. Don't change the recipe.
Don't change the recipe.
I'd like to hear a little bit more si in recipe. Si, recipe.
Recipe.
That's better. That's a little
Recipe.
bit better. Don't change the recipe. And then in the second part, it's perfect. What is the important word?
So perfect. It's
Perfect.
perfect.
Where's the big sound in that? Perfect.
Perfect.
Per,
Perfect.
per, per.
Per.
Per is the big sound.
Per.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Don't change the recipe.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
Don't change the sorry. Don't change the recipe. It is perfect.
Okay. Don't change. Change. That's a hard word. It's actually a pretty hard word to pronounce. You've got change and let's see. Do like this. Chain. Can you say chain? Chain. It starts with a T sound. Chain.
Chain,
Okay. Can you say? Can you pronounce a D after that? Let's put a D here. Chained.
changed,
Okay. Oh, that was good. Okay, you're getting ahead of me. That's okay. It's really hard to. There's a lot of consonant sounds in there. Changed. Change. But we.
changed,
Yeah, but we don't want the D here. This is just in the present. So this is change.
change.
Change. Don't change the recipe. It's perfect.
Don't change the recipe. It's perfect.
Okay, and then Alex, what is the final part of that phrase?
It's perfect. Leave well enough alone.
Okay, what do you suppose are the important words in that phrase?
Leave
Mhm.
leave well enough alone.
Leave
Leave enough,
well enough.
oh,
Leave
but
leave
I
well.
don't know. Leave well enough alone.
You know.
So leave well.
Hmm. Go ahead.
I think well is well because well is adverb.
You know, you're right, but I think if we, it's part of an expression though, and I think that the main point is leave alone, like don't touch, right?
Yeah. So
So
leave them alone. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's just leaving alone that this is weird because it's an expression. But if you just think about those words, leave and alone, that's really the meaning of the expression, right? Leave alone, don't touch. So I think we'll just highlight those words. Alone is two syllables. Which syllable has all of the sound, all of the power? Al-
Oh,
alone. Okay.
oh,
Alone.
oh.
So
Hmm.
this would be leave well enough alone.
Leave well enough alone.
Don't change the recipe. It's perfect. Leave well enough alone.
Don't change the recipe. It's perfect. Leave well enough alone.
Okay, that was good. Pachu, can you try that? Leave well enough alone.
Leave well enough alone.
Don't change the recipe. It's perfect. Leave well enough alone.
Don't change the recipe. It's perfect. Leave well enough alone.
That's right. Okay. Well, let's add a little bit of music.
Mhm.
So we'll make change high, and I think that recipe that's sort of the end of a phrase. So we'll make that low. Don't change the recipe. It's perfect. We'll go back up with perfect. Well, actually, we'll have to do high and low. Perfect, because it's the end of another phrase. And we'll do the same thing here, just adding a little bit of music to our phrase. The ending is low, so we're making those blue, but the other ones are high. The other important sounds are high. So it sounds something like this. Don't change the recipe. It's perfect. Leave well enough alone. Can you try that, Pancho?
Don't change the recipe. It's perfect. Leave well enough alone.
Can you try that, Alex? Don't change the recipe. It's perfect. Leave well enough alone.
Don't change the recipe. It's perfect. Leave well enough alone.
All right. Alex, can you make a why you should not change recipe question? How would you do that? Why you should not change recipe?
Why shouldn't you change the recipe?
Okay. Why shouldn't you change the recipe? What is the most important word in that question?
Why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you?
Okay,
So why first? Why?
why? Right? Why is the important word? That's the word that you
Mm,
want people to hear. Why shouldn't you? Why?
Why shouldn't you?
Say it like that.
Why shouldn't you?
Why?
Why shouldn't you?
Why shouldn't you change the recipe?
Why shouldn't you change the recipe?
Pachu, can you try that question?
Why should you not change recipe?
Okay, that's fine. You can say it like that. Why should you not? That sounds very formal. Most of the time, people will make a contraction and say, "Why shouldn't you?" Why? So instead of saying "Why should you not," it's "Shouldn't you?"
Why shouldn't you? Why
Why?
shouldn't you change the recipe?
Again, sorry, I interrupted you. Try it again.
Why shouldn't you change the recipe?
Change. It's important to put that ch at the end because it sounds like you're saying the word chain, which is a completely different word.
Okay, so why shouldn't you change
That was
change the recipe?
Why shouldn't you change the recipe? Okay, what is the answer?
You shouldn't change the recipe because it is perfect.
Yeah, leave well enough alone.
Leave well enough alone.
Yeah, Alex, why shouldn't you change the recipe?
It's perfect. The recipe is perfect. Leave well enough alone.
Okay, and I just remembered because a few days ago, or not a few days ago, like a week ago, Pachu was mentioning tag questions, and I thought that would be fun to practice. So
Hmm.
the recipe is perfect. Okay.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
Okay, that's right. That's right. So you if you're giving your opinion, okay, this is your opinion. Not everybody will agree with you.
Mm,
Oh, the recipe is perfect. Okay. So if you're stating your opinion and then you want someone to agree with you, like, don't you agree with me? Then you add a little question to the end. Okay. And if the sentence is in the affirmative, then your question should be in the negative. Pacha,
Negative.
what is the negative of is?
So isn't it?
That's right. It is the recipe.
Yes.
Can you read that, Pachu? How would you make that question?
The recipe is perfect, isn't it?
Uh, do you know there are two things? This is a couple of interesting things about tag questions. If you make it in a question tone, like isn't it? It sounds like you're not sure. Like, uh, it sounds like you're asking the other person to tell you what to think. If you
Yes.
say it like a statement, you're saying, "Hey, you, agree with me." So listen. First, I'll do a question tone. The recipe is perfect, isn't it? That sounds like I'm not sure. Give me your opinion
Yes.
because I'm not sure. But if you say it like this with a statement tone, the recipe is perfect, isn't it? That means, come on, agree with me. You see the difference?
Yes.
So you could do it
Yes.
either way, but if you use a question tone, it sounds like you're not sure. And I
Yeah.
don't think people do that very often. It's just if they really don't know. Okay. But now the funny thing about tag questions, I think the thing that people find very difficult about tag questions is the response. Okay. So if I
hmm
say Alex, if I say the recipe is perfect, isn't it? How do you agree with me? How do you tell me, oh, you're right? That's true.
Yes, it is.
That's right. You repeat the original idea. So if you agree with me, you don't answer this, isn't it? You repeat this. You agree with this part. So you say, yes, you're right. It is. That's true. Yes, it is. How do you agree? How do you disagree?
No, it isn't.
Okay. So if you want to tell me, no, you're wrong, that's not true, then you say the opposite of the sentence. You give the negative here. No, it isn't. This is something people have a very difficult time with usually. Pachu, if I say the recipe is perfect, isn't it? How do you agree with me? How do you say that's true? I agree with you.
Yes, it is true. I agree with you.
Yeah, but really, what you would say, you wouldn't say all. You could if you wanted to, but probably you would just say yes, it is. That's how you would normally answer. Yes, it is.
So, yeah, in disagree, why we say no and then again negative?
Because you have to ignore this isn't it part, okay, and you have to focus on the original idea, the original opinion, okay. So don't think about that isn't it part. That's just a signal. Do you agree with me or you don't agree with me? Okay, it's the first part that's important. The recipe is perfect. Yes, it is. The recipe is perfect. No, it isn't. That isn't it. That's just a signal. That means do you agree
Yes,
with me?
yes, yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
So you have to focus on the first part of the phrase. Okay.
yes.
Let's try the second example. Pachu, uh have you seen this word before? Perverse.